Hi there, welcome to your channel Achiever Today. My name is Mirza Adam, and in this video we are going to discuss another subtype of future tense, that is future perfect continuous tense. So we have already discussed all the tenses in our previous videos. If you haven't seen those videos, you may go to our channel, that's Achiever Today, and you may find all the videos on tenses. So this is the last tense, and that is future perfect continuous tense. So let me tell you that here are two different aspects. First of all, the tense is future. Okay, and the first aspect is perfect and the second aspect is continuous. Alright, so perfect continuous. Any action that has already been started in future, that will have already been started in future, and it will be in continuation up to a given time. Okay, in future. So the use of this tense is so easy. An action, once it is started, will be in continuation up to a defined time in future. So it's not so difficult. Most of the time people are confused, students do not know how to use this. So we will be taking up a few examples with the help of which it will be easier for you to comprehend how to make use of this tense. Alright, so the first example which I've added here is the audience will have been waiting for an hour at 8 p.m. So here the subject which I have is the audience. This is the subject. Then I'm using will. So this will is an auxiliary verb that's denoting the future tense, and after that I'm using have. Have is denoting actually the perfect aspect, and then I am using the past participle form of the word be. This is been. Okay, so let me tell you that with the words like has, have, had, we always use the past participle form, that is the third form of the verb. So be is a kind of verb, so here been is its third form. Next I am using the ing form of the verb wait. I am using it waiting, that's denoting the continuous aspect. So I am covering up both the aspects, perfect as well as continuous, in this sentence. The audience will have been waiting for an hour at 8 p.m. Now let's take a look at this word for. Why I am using the word for? So it's so simple. Let me tell you that whenever we talk about the duration, the span, the gap, duration of time, so we use the word for. Okay, so an hour, it is actually the duration, okay, the period of time, and that's the reason why I'm using for, not any other preposition. At 8 p.m. So with 8 p.m. I'm using at, so that's a different thing, but the important thing is you need to concentrate on this part of the sentence. Will have been waiting. So will have been and then ing form of the main verb. Next sentence is in 2020, or you can call it 2020. In 2020, he will have been teaching for 10 years. Here again the sentence actually starts from here. The main part of the sentence starts from here. He will have been teaching for 10 years in 2020. Okay, so here the subject is he, then I'm using will to denote the future tense, then have to denote the perfect aspect, and then been is the third form of be, and ing form of the verb teach. So it is actually showing the continuous aspect. Okay, so this sentence will be like this, and it is also an example of future perfect continuous tense. Now after this we will be taking up a look at the structure of future perfect continuous tense, how to frame the sentences of this tense, and what will be its structure like. Alright, so the formula of future perfect continuous tense is again so simple. So this is will, have, been and present progressive form of the verb. So first of all we will be using will to denote the future tense, and along with that we will be using have. So have will be showing us the perfect aspect, and with have we always use the past participle form, the third form of the verb be, that will become been, and ing form, that means the continuous form of the verb, it will show the continuous aspect. So it's very simple. So if we have an affirmative sentence, so it will be something like this. The example is they will have been watching this channel for 2 hours when you reach home. So again in this sentence there are two clauses. So first clause begins from here, they will have been watching this channel for 2 hours. This is the first clause, and the second clause starts from here and ends till the end of the sentence. When you reach home. Okay, so this first clause is the principal clause. That's the most important for you to understand. So they will have. Here after the subject they, I am using will, and I'm using have after will. Then I'm using been, third form of be. Watching, that's the continuous form of watch. This channel for 2 hours. So here again I'm using for to denote the duration. Okay, this is the period of time, right? Second clause, its a structure is of present indefinite tense, right? So when you reach home. So when most of the students are confused, they think that we can also use will with the words like when, if. So in conditional clause, we usually use the present indefinite structure, right? Second, so this is actually an example of affirmative sentence. The second example is a negative sentence. The company won't. So this is the subject, the company won't. So what is this won't? It's so simple. This won't means will not. It is actually the combination of 2 words, will and not. Not is showing us the negation. So won't is the contracted form, shortened form of will not. The company will not, or you can call it won't, have been. So have, again, it is denoting the perfect aspect, been, third form, and paying, the continuous form of pay. Paying you since your first day of internship. Now take a look at this word since. Here I am using this word just because of the time which I am using after this, your first day of internship. So what does this signify? This means I am talking about any point of time. I am not talking about any duration or gap, right? So that's the reason why I am using since before this point of time. So it is the exact time, exact day. Okay, so I am mentioning a specific, a particular day. And after this we have an interrogative sentence. That's a question. So I start my sentence with an auxiliary verb depending upon the tense. So tense is because future, so I am using will. Will, then subject. Will Jonita, Jonita is actually a name of a girl. Will Jonita have been working? So here have is denoting the perfect aspect, been, third form of be, working is the continuous form of work, working with you for 6 hours. Now again I am using for, like the first sentence, for 6 hours without break tomorrow. Okay, so for 6 hours it is again actually a duration. So I'm not mentioning any particular time. I'm not saying 6 o'clock or 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. but I am mentioning the duration, the span, right? And that's the reason why I'm using for instead of since. So will Jonita have been working with you for 6 hours without break? That means continuously, without any pause, tomorrow. So again I'm using the future adverbial. I hope this future perfect continuous tense is quite clear to you, and if you still have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Till then, please do like, share and subscribe, and have a good day.